Annyeong! Hello, YouTube. Okay, so yeah, I went to Chicken Maru because that's what I do. Just saying. I didn't go all out, as you can see. I just have French fries because I'm going to share a little story time, and I don't want to be up here talking with my mouth full and licking my fingers. So, as many of you know, I am still learning Korean. So I'm taking the KIP. And because my level of Korean is not where it needs to be. Oh, God. Okay, my POE just messaged me. So long story short, I've decided to take the absolute last KIP test for the year here in South Korea. I believe it is in July. So I need to register for it in May. And I'm going to do that in May. In the meantime, I've decided to take classes with Say Again. I just need to pay. So I'm going to start taking classes with Say Again next month. And in the meantime, I am now taking a class here in Mokpo. I actually found a place that offers classes, and it's really a class for me to focus on my listening as well as my pronunciation. And I'm sorry, these fries are the bomb.com. Oh my God, they're so good. So the class is meant for me to really work on my pronunciation, my listening skills, things like that. So that's what I plan on doing to prepare myself for the KIP this July. Having said that, I decided to go to these classes on my own. So my teacher sent me a message, Kakao, reminding me of the class, and I went and all that stuff, and I got there by myself just fine today. But when it was time to go home, that's where your girl ran into some problems because I wasn't going home. I can't even talk. I was supposed to meet my co-teacher and our Chinese teacher. We were going to go skincare shopping. And we agreed on the time. It was an hour after, an hour after my class. So my class was at 1 p.m. and we agreed to meet at 2 p.m. However, once I gave my co-teacher the address, it was a little too far away. So she asked that I meet them at, what is it, Uniqlo? I don't know. It's a place that sells big girl clothes online. So I've gotten a couple of things from there. I got like a pair of gloves and some socks. Still have the socks, and I still have one glove. So yeah. So I agreed to meet them there. However, me and my haste and my rushing, I didn't realize that the buses don't necessarily run exactly the same. So the bus that I take here in Mokpo, it's very similar to the one that I got on today. However, this bus right here took me way outside of Mokpo. It took 30 minutes, and I was in Muhan. I ended up in the next city, Muhan. It was 30 minutes. It's almost funny because here in Korea, I did not freak out. Normally, if I was back home in the States or somewhere else, I've been, cursing at myself and like, oh, you got on the bus, the wrong bus, you're so stupid, yada, yada. But I didn't. I rode it. I had no choice. I missed the stop apparently. Like I was in the more industrial side of Mokpo. I stay in Mokpo, the city part, the newer city part. So it's nice, it's vibrant, it looks like what you would imagine a small city looking like. Man, they had me way out there in the industrial revolution side of Muan. Luckily, I was okay. It was fine. I have enough battery. My phone was at 90%, so I was okay. I got back to Mokpo. Things still were not working out for me. Because, again, I live in new Mokpo. I got on the bus, got my happy self back to Mokpo. I was in old Mokpo, and I mean, you could tell it was old. It was giving me, if you ever been to a rural area in Mexico where you see like the fusion of 90s with early 2000 buildings and like the cars. I mean, from everything like the old cars to the slightly older cars, like you can see like this fusion. So I knew I'd never been to old Mokpo, but I knew this was old Mokpo, and I had to eventually get off the bus because everything was starting to look really unfamiliar. Like when I was in Muan, I knew I messed up because everything was in, it wasn't in English. It was legit like Korean, and then you saw Chinese at the bottom. So I knew, okay, holy shit, you have gone way too far. But this time, that wasn't the case. It was Korean and then Hangul, but it's just easier now that I've been here to read the Korean. I just read the Korean, and then I realized, okay, wait, because I have a landmark. Like I have several landmarks that help me to get home if I get lost. And I saw one, and I was thinking to myself, oh, okay, cool. So I followed that, and I got halfway back to where I was supposed to be. And then I just finally, you know what, let's just catch the bus. So I was done with walking. I was like, okay, let's catch the bus. So I was looking for the bus that I generally take, and I found out which street I need to get on to get to it. You guys, if you catch the bus, you know this feeling. It's awful. Like legit, I was so excited because I found the bus stop and I saw my bus number, and I was super excited because it's saying, oh yeah, it's going to be here in 5 minutes. As soon as I was crossing the street, the bus passed by, the bus that I need to get on. And my heart sank down. I was like, oh, it's okay. There'll be another one. And then I get across the street and I look and I started reading, and it says that bus only runs every hour. So I was at a crossroads because at this point I'm hungry. My spirit is hurt because, you know, I was doing so well and I finally got there, and like I missed that bus, y'all. I'm telling you, I could, if I had jaywalked, I would have got the bus. But I don't like to jaywalk in here in Korea because I'm a foreigner and I don't want to play those games. Oh, well, yeah. So I missed the bus by several short minutes, but it was short enough, and I was at. And then I remembered, oh, wait, if I find Wi-Fi, I can use Kakao Taxi finally. So I was excited again. I was like, oh, okay, I'll take Kakao Taxi. And that's how I got home. And I'm really happy because I realized that not all taxi drivers are just going to run you around, especially with Kakao Talk. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They can't because they have an address to give you. So none of that bull about, oh, well, I don't know where I'm taking you. Let's just keep going in circles and, you know, run the meter. None of that. But I feel bad because, well, not only bad, but I'm embarrassed too because like my co-teacher, bless her heart, she kept calling me, but I ain't got no data on this phone. So that was what we're supposed to do today. We're going to skincare shop and then get data on my phone. So I've been dealing with a slight tinge of embarrassment for the last hour because she called me and I explained to her, I'm sorry, I won't be able to make it today. I got on the wrong bus. And she's like, oh, and I'm like, oh. And then in the middle of me explaining it to her and listening to my music, I get a call from my previous MT, and I'm freaking out. I don't want to answer it because I can't, because I'm messaging her and I don't have the headphones that I need to talk. And I was on the bus, and I don't like to talk on the bus because it's the bus. You have to talk a little bit louder to make sure that the person you're talking to can hear you. And I didn't want to be, you know, the foreigner on the bus all yakety yak. But I accidentally hit call, like to answer the call. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I don't know if she called him to help or if I accidentally called him. I don't know. So I'm still embarrassed. I'm really still embarrassed about that. But yeah. Anyone traveling to Korea? Learn how to read the buses. And not only, like when I say learn how to read buses, make sure you know which way that bus is going. Don't just say, oh, well, I need to get on bus number, 123, because 123 might take you somewhere else in the opposite direction. So you have to make sure you're on the right side. So yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys, and I'm still, now that I keep thinking about it, I'm still slightly embarrassed. But what's done is done, and it cannot be undone. And I have to message back my POE, and then after that, I'm going to take a shower, and honestly, I'm just going to watch Lord of the Rings, because next week I'm going back to teaching. So I want to spend my last night doing nothing. And let me know if you guys like doing these lives with me, because I think lives are the way to go for me. It's easier. For one thing, I just come in and bada bing, bada boom. I don't have to edit anything. And two, it's nice because usually I do lives. It's usually when I go to Chicken Maroon. So as you can see, I have no problem with Chicken Maroon. So yeah, let me know in the comments. If you have been anywhere before, like if you've been to Korea or anywhere else in particular and you got lost, what did you do? Where did you get lost? So, as always, be inspired, stay inspired, and I will see you guys in my next video. Annyeong. Oh, that's so good.